All right. Let me get this shit straight. Okay, I got my topic on deck. Yeah. Cold cup of cognac, right? For you, boy. Yeah. Subscribers in the building. Okay, notification click. Yeah, we ready. All right. We lit then. Welcome back to another episode of Social Climate. I'm your host, Billy Cash. And on this episode right here, we talking about a 22-year-old Toledo, Ohio man that was taken away from us too soon by 4 teens horse playing on an overpass. But if you want to know more about it, stay tuned in. Social Climate, let's get it. This podcast is brought to you by niggas who are generally concerned with most of the dumb shit that's going on right now. By the way, I'm your host, Billy Cash, aka Cole, and welcome to Social Climate. Socialites, let me tell you who you're looking at. You're looking at Marquise Bird, who was killed by 4 teens throwing sandbags off I-75 overpass in Toledo, Ohio. This young man was a father, a sibling, and a son to his parents, and his life was taken away too soon by reckless children. Now, if it was me, I would be infuriated that my family member lost his life to such careless acts. But at this time, I'm not going to talk about who did what. I'm going to say prayers up to the Bird family. Prayers up to anybody that this young man affected in his life. Prayers up to his child's mother, because now that baby has to grow up without a father. Now, we finna watch some video on this, and I'm coming back. Social Climate.
Dave, Amira, here along I-75, a group of teenagers made a cowardly decision that stole a young man's life. Now, family members are stunned. Those teens could be free within months.
They just gonna look at it as a slap on the hand, and probably something they dodge.
Inside an Ohio courtroom, family of 22-year-old Marquise Bird prayed for justice. Instead, they say the legal system failed them.
They didn't get the punishment that they should have got because I'm 15, close to their age, and I know if I go throw something over an overpass that it's not right.
And he got a little kid, and he always talked about how he'll be in his life, like he gonna be there, you know, and some kids took his life.
3 14-year-olds and a 13-year-old faced charges in connection with throwing a construction sandbag onto I-75 in Toledo back on December 9th. Bird was riding in a front passenger seat of a car when it crashed through the windshield, and he died 3 days later. Today, those teens were sentenced to only serve 6 to 8 months in a youth treatment center.
It's a treatment facility for services to provide so these boys change their behavior and can become productive members of our community.
You are giving these boys a suspended sentence, so you're giving them a free murder. That's what you're doing. Like Marquise Bird meant nothing.
Marquise was a loving father, a son, and a brother, and his death still has loved ones facing incredible grief. Family members are also appalled, considering a similar case of 5 teens throwing a rock from an overpass onto I-75 and killing a man last October. In that Genesee County case, the teens charged as adults now face up to life in prison. Despite the apologies they heard today, the Bird family is saying they are considering further legal action. Reporting live, Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News.
This situation has so many different dynamics to it. I'm going to say it again, RIP to Marquise Bird. Shout out to his family. But you have 4 teens, 3 14, 1 13. Do I think that they should be punished for what they've done? Yes. Yes, they should sit in some type of facility for maybe a year and a half. But do I think that these teens should be punished for the rest of their lives, given life in prison? No. And before anybody beats me up, I'm thinking about it like this. When you go to prison, you become an inmate. You become a person who has to survive in prison. So that means that in this process, you're going to learn more criminal activity than rehabilitation. And what you've done is send kids to a school to be hardcore criminals by sending them to prison or state jail or whatever they have in Ohio. I'm not saying that the judge is right. She should have gave these teens a harsher sentence, but not sentencing them and throwing their whole lives away because of this accident could be the best thing for them. Shout out to Marquise Bird family. I mean, I know this sounds crazy. If it was my family member, I would want revenge and redemption for that person. And this is not a black or white issue, because if you've seen by the video, the 4 white teens who threw a rock over the overpass of I-75, they got life sentences. They have to deal with this for life. That's 4 or 5 kids that will never have normal life in society again. But I just think that the judge decided to give these kids a chance at life again to think about what they've done. Because if you look at the video, when the cops ran down on them, oh, they admitted to everything. Like, hey, we did it. It was not even a second thought in their mind to say we didn't do it. We did it. So at that point, that already shows you that these children are remorseful for their actions. So I think the judge's sentence wasn't harsh enough, but I think she did a good thing by sparing these children's life of being put into the system, making them even more harsher criminals than they are now. And I hate to be so serious on social climbing, you know what I'm talking about? But this is an issue that's been weighing on my mind for a long time because I've been looking at this case for a while. I don't know what else to say. I'm split on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that the young man lost his life, Marquise Byrd, and I hate that his family hasn't got justice for this, and by all means, they need to sue and pursue more justice. But I'm also happy that these children are not going to be criminalized and turned into career criminals for the rest of their life. Oh yeah, they're going to have to live with killing somebody, and that's a tough burden to bear, that you took somebody's life. You're going to have to live with that for the rest of your life. Might not be punishment enough for some people, but that's a harsh punishment. As always, be careful and stay prayerful. Social climbing. I'm out. And check out my new series, Climate Convos, where I talk to real people who do real things. We out. Click like and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. Yeah.